Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, with my cross stitch update number 318. Flosstube, this is a Flosstube number 318. Talking in circles. This is a channel about cross stitch, in case you were wondering, and I'm discussing my whips, my plans, whatever. So I'm trying to get through this pretty quickly because today we have a craft night at my sister Naomi's house. Eve and I and my sister-in-law Rachel and Peyton, a friend of our family, we're all going to Naomi's house, and we're going to do some whatever crafts we have, but also we're having actually a painting night. So my sister Eve designed this little painting. It's a little baby owl sitting on a branch, and we're all going to try painting this. She was saying, oh, it's really easy. It's just circles. We're using acrylic paints and replicating this painting. It's like one of those, painting class things, like you do. And I told her, yeah, it remains to be seen whether or not I can do that. She's like, it's just circles. And I'm like, we'll see. But, it's going to be fun. Whatever it turns out looking like, it's going to be fun. So, I have a bunch of things I want to talk about. So last week I talked about the Seahorse, Soiree, Biscornu, and the Rabbit, the October Rabbit, I think I was doing, yeah. And it's, so of course I did those as much as I was going to do last time. And I had the Snowy Reindeer and the Bear were my other two. So the Snowy Reindeer was the little reindeer one. I haven't done any more than I did last week. I set that aside and didn't do any more on it. But the Bear, I think last week I was up to like 4 days and a few more days to go. My goal was 7 days on each one. So this is the Bear by Cottage Garden Samplings, A Year in the Woods series. So this is the number 6, I think, yeah. Basically the June design. And last time I had just gotten started on the Bear, but I did a little more. I hit the goal, 7 days. I did like another, you barely see it here. It's a light green little frond thing, and I did a little bit over here. There's some more cattail kind of things over here on this side, but I did this because it was just to use up that thread because it was close to the Bear. So this line here on the Bear's back is the edge of the pattern. So I did this darker color here, his one arm, and I did a little bit of this little curly Q thing. There's two fancy floss colors, this darker one and this one here. I think they're molasses. Oh, I have it right here. Yeah, molasses and Havana. I think this darker one is the molasses, and the browner one is Havana. So I worked with those colors. So I did this arm here and this, and part of this little curly Q thing here, and the nose and mouth and eye and ear. I think I had done last week. So yeah. So that's 7 days. I don't know if I'll work on it some more before the month is over, because the month only has 3 days: Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday. It goes all the way to Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm going to work more on this or me show you where else I'm working on. The owls. The owl trio that I worked on last week, I talked about this Dimensions kit. Jennifer Nielsen is the designer for Dimensions. So this is my sister-in-law Rachel's birthday present. It's not going to be, her birthday is Monday. It's not going to be done by Monday, I don't think. Unless I stitch non-stop on it, but that's not going to happen. So, but this is coming along. So I finished the little branch that this owl is perched on, and the other two owls are standing on it. These are their legs. But I've been working on the green of these leaves. This leaf is complete except for backstitching. They all have to, all the backstitching has to be done. Still haven't done any of that. But and then these two leaves are done except for there's an empty square here that's supposed to be black like this one, and this one also. So that they all have black squares. There's some more leaves up here on the top. There's going to be another branch and some leaves on this end, on this side. So this is the beginning of the next owl. The front like chest piece. His beak goes right here, and the wings go here on either side. So I just did this part because it's the same shade as the leaves here, the two greens there. But so it's coming along. So this owl is essentially done except for the colonial knots and backstitching that I'm going to do on that. And so there's this owl, and there's another owl over here to go still, plus more leaves and branches and all that. But it's it's coming along. I don't know that it'll be finished by, certainly not by the 29th, maybe not by the end of the month. I don't know. I have a few more days, to go. So the month of January is ending on Wednesday, and I have all the stuff for February. So the WIPGO numbers were called yesterday, day before yesterday. Whenever, the 25th anyway. They are number 3 and number 24. So for number 3, of course, I have a main whip and a secondary whip. The main whips all have a goal of 7 days. I was trying to think earlier when we were doing our, whether I have a finish as a goal for any of these pieces. And I do have one, but yeah. So number 3, but it's not this month. Hasn't been called yet. So number 3 is, hold on one second, I'm getting organized. I thought I was organized, but I'm not. Number 3 is Mama Cat, which was one of my, I think I started at Mania last year, maybe. I think. But it's a Dimensions kit. It's another Dimensions kit. Sorry, I accidentally grabbed something else that I didn't need to grab. Okay, so it's a Dimensions kit. This, I think I found it at Hobby Lobby some time ago. They don't have their larger kits now. They sort of did a, I don't know, scorched earth kind of thing. They have little bitty kits, but yeah. So I got this Mama Cat. It was one of the ladder kits they had. It's a Dimensions kit, and the designer is I had it. Popp. Grace Popp is the designer for this. It's really cute. I really like it. This calico kitty wearing a little kerchief and glasses. Yeah. And so it came with this green colored Ada, and you can see there's like a little fronds, back there, but yeah. So anyway, last time I worked on it in last May or whatever, this is the cat's face and mouth and nose here, the start of it. And this is part of that little kerchief thing. So this is the light green Ada that came in the kit. And I'll have all the threads and stuff. So this is my number 3 main whip. And the goal is to do 7 days on that. And then the secondary whip for that square is one of the rabbits. It didn't. I don't have those specified, but I'm make a note right here so I don't forget which one I chose. And I just chose my December one. This one I did not get very much done on when I started it. I have like maybe 1.5 rabbits and one little. It has the December one. It has the holly leaf and holly berries, I think, on it, and then these little chocolate-looking bunnies. So I have one bunny and a partial bunny, and one green leaf and no berries. One holly leaf. So yeah. Oh, this bunny has a little tail, but this one is just not very far along. So, and I don't think I have anything else on this. Yeah, this is 32 count Murano Carré. I think this is just gray is the color on it, but they don't carry this anymore. They have like one color or something that they carry, but it's not that. Anyway, so I'm hoping to get some good progress on this, just so that it, it's further along. I don't think I'll finish it, but hopefully get some more done on it, because it's so, there's such a piddly little star on it. And then the other number was number 24. The main call was the Beaver, and this is also Cottage Garden Samplings, Year in the Woods series. This is the number 11, the November chart. So this is the Beaver. And last time I worked on this was just last year. It was one of my WIPGO new starts. And last time I got just the branch, the darker color of the branch here. I don't think, just across the top, yeah, from here to here, I think. And no further than that. I didn't get to the Beaver at all. And the Beaver calls for 2 Week Styleworks colors, charcoal and pecan. Those are the colors there. And then the rest are DMC colors. So I had done, the border that I designed to differentiate it. This is the reindeer, and there's, I think, yeah, the little brown bat is on here. So this is the November one, the Beaver, between here and here. So that's just I just got the beginnings of that upper branch. So I'm hoping, since I have 7 days is my goal, that I may go ahead and do some of these leaves here, but I want to get down to the actual Beaver. and like I did with the bear, maybe I can get his face in, and some of this on his back, just so that it's, you can actually tell what besides the branch. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get a little bit more done. And it's got these lovely little, like, Quaker-like designs on his back. Yeah, really cute. So there's that. That's my number 2 main whip call. And then the secondary whip is actually a new start. Winter Cardinal by Winter Cardinal Etching, excuse me, by Cecilia Turner of Heart and Hand. So it's in the Christmas winter edition, 2020 edition of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. It's actually on the back cover here. This one. She did 4 in this series. She did Autumn Owl Etching, which I did for Rachel, my sister-in-law Rachel, some time ago. And I did, I did the Summer Catch Etching, which is 3 fish. I did for my dad when these came out. And I guess I did them in 2021 or thereabouts. But they're also in this series. Spring Hair Etching is one that I have also as a new start in another square. But then Winter Cardinal Etching is the one that's for February. So it's really pretty. And it's just 2 colors. They're Classic Colorworks. The red is Cherry Cobbler, and the trees are Sticks and Twigs. So I have the Sticks and Twigs color, but I do not know whether I have Cherry Cobbler. I might. I have to look through my other. I was looking just, in my color and cotton little bin that I have, and it's not there, but it might be in one of my other project bags with one of my other things, so I'll have to look and see. But anyway, that is going to be my secondary whip as part of number 24. So then, that's all my WIPGO stuff, but I am going to be participating in the winter cross stitch camp next month. I talked about that last week, and but I don't think I don't remember if I showed this. Maybe I did. Yeah. So again, this is a tiny modernist pattern that's part of the. I guess I don't know that if it's a formal series or not. I just came across the other 2. I want to say last year as part of Marketplace or something. I don't know if it was in Nashville or if it was the other one. But I had come across those 2 because I did them. I started them, I think, for Mania. The Mouse's Lucky Day and Mouse's Beach Outing. And this is Mouse's Christmas Decorating. So it has, the mouse and the little Mrs. Santa hat or whatever, decorated tree. And I'm going to do it on this. This is, it's either 32 or 28 count linen that I dyed myself. And I haven't, this is the needle minder I got at the attic the other day when I went to buy threads. I bought this little needle minder, but I'm going to use it on this fabric. And I did some other winter things in December. I used this fabric, and on those, I had cut like a little piece, I used the cross stitch calculator and decided how big the fabric had to be for those, and I had a really hard time measuring this because it's very kind of wobbly. And so I would measure it and then like try to measure it a second time, and it was like wonky. Like the thing looked like it was crooked like this. I'm like, well, but how can So yeah, I had a hard time. So I'm just gonna start in the corner. I usually do like a center start, if whatever. But sometimes I'll do a corner start just if there's more of the pattern, if the pattern works there or whatever. But so I am going to do a corner start, I think, on this, and probably start. Oops, Wait, raise that up. I'm probably going to start, you know, in this corner here, just so that I don't have to deal with trying to cut that fabric. And then after it's stitched, then I'll worry about cutting it. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I'll get as much of this done as possible, so that I can tell how you know that I've got the right amount of fabric or whatever, and it'll help me with the stitching. And I think, yeah, like this little snowflake thing is not quite as high as this hollyberry right here. It looks like it's even with this line of the vine. We'll see. Actually, I can look at the pattern. And yeah, that berry is like, you know, 1 square higher than the snowflake. So but yeah, so it should work out okay. But so that's my winter cross stitch camp piece. So that will start February 1st, and I'm hoping that I can finish it by the end of the month. Now, the nice thing is that February is a leap year this year, so we have 29 days instead of 28, so that'll give me a little more leeway to work on that. But you know, and my sisters were asking me, you know, because for WIPGO, like last year, I had 3 items in each square. I had my main whip, I had a second whip, or no, I had a new start. Excuse me, I had a new start for in every square, and I had an FFO, at least one FFO item in each square, and very often I did like several FFOs at once, because a couple of times, because they were related, or they were, you know, part of the same thing, or like I think it was July, I had several smalls, you know, to FFO. So so I had a lot of stuff last year, and this year I have a main whip and a secondary thing. And the main whip I have as a goal, I just have 7 days on most of them, and the others, the secondary whip doesn't have any set goal, just to work on it and try to you know, just get some progress done on it. And because some of them are basically new starts, like this winter Cardinal etching, but most of them are just ongoing things, like the rabbits, where I'm trying to get further along. Whether or not I finish them or not, you know, it just depends. But since my main goal is only 7 days for the main whips, that gives me, you know, half a month basically to play with the other things. Or like this month, I'm going to be working on cross stitch camp, the winter camp. And the goal, I think I misspoke last week about the challenge. The challenge is stitch something with an animal in it. I think I said something that grows, which is what we did last year in the summer. This is stitch something with an animal in it. That's why the mouse is in there, because the mouse is an animal. And I could have done, as a matter of fact, I could have done winter Cardinal etching as for both my winter cross stitch camp piece and my secondary whip. I didn't even think about that, but it's okay, because I want to do both. So yeah, actually, because Mouse's Christmas decorating is my secondary whip for one of my WIPGO calls. But, you know, whatever. So if I get it done, you know, it frees up that space for something else. But yeah, so so I think I'm gonna stop right here because Eve and I still have some errands to run before tonight, before our craft night thing tonight, and I have to get, you know, organized for that and all that. So so I'm gonna go ahead and make this kind of short. I think that's all I have to talk about tonight so far today. So I will see you next week, and hopefully I'll have some progress on my February whips and my winter cross stitch camp piece, because Saturday should be what, the 3rd of February. Yeah. And so I'll have, you know, gotten going on those things, and we'll see. So yeah, I think that's all for this time, and even this is a short video, but I will see you next time. Okay, so until then, thanks for watching, and keep going, do all your stitching, do all the stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.